Alright, hello everybody. My windows are messed up again. Where's chat? That should still be up. Alright, good. There we go. Alright, welcome to the stream, everyone. I believe this is episode or stream 9 of the World of Terrifying Silence. We captured a deep one last episode, and we never actually finished the month because it started taking a while. There were some medium USOs in there. I think we did one of those. And that's about it. Yeah, welcome everybody. Now, one thing that I randomly remembered, yeah, episode 8, is that we took a vote as to whether or not people wanted streams or recordings, and I figured I'd throw it out there for the people who are watching the recordings of this, that it's just super useful to have the chat. You can't see it in the actual... Well, you can in the, you can see it in the stream recording. It's just too useful to have people who know what they're doing with these mods to not live stream it. That's why I eventually transitioned over to doing this, but I don't know that I ever said that out loud, so I figured I'd throw that out there. We ended the last episode with, we killed a bunch of hallucinoids, didn't we? There's 17 corpses as opposed to one mission worth of corpses, so it looks like it. And I guess we're just going back to waiting, right? What is our research? Because we have a lot of options now. The Alcatoid Navigator, what do you do? That leads to magnetic navigation. Okay, so we need the magnetic navigation to get Gauss. Yeah, we did spend like 14 minutes killing them. And I think that's it. Using alien weapons. Yeah, this leads to shard weapons. That's not particularly useful. Molecular control, I don't think directly leads to anything. The MC lab requires a couple of items we just don't have. We should be able to get alien implants. Requires a biolab? What? Can we build a biolab? Have we unlocked one? It's not alphabetical. I assume we don't have that yet. Yeah. So we will see what happens with molecular control. Because I don't think it's just going to reveal everybody. Excuse me. And with all that out of the way, we do actually need the navigator, so we will sit and wait on that. Small, deep. Okay. We probably don't have the fuel for this, if I had to guess. No, that's speed 520. Okay, we can probably catch that. And I believe there's 2 drones on this thing. Where's our range? It doesn't look like it's appeared yet, so we should still have global coverage. Though this is absolutely going to be a night mission at this rate. There's our navigator. We just get magnetic navigation. Okay. Inert Illyrium could be useful. It takes a little while. What we really want is the magnetic navigation. I don't think there's a way around researching this. Because this leads to Gauss and armor, I believe? Interesting. Okay, well, it should lead to armor in some capacity. Okay, we get the Gauss pistol, which leads to the Gauss rifle, which leads to Gauss sniper and Gauss autogun. Do these lead to anything in particular? Just their ammo? Okay. And you only get 1 per. So yeah, this leads straight to Gauss, which we are going to need because I seriously doubt we're getting Sonic very early. But it's odd. How do you get the armor? Can I search research? What, like mag ion? Is there Ior ion? There's way too much stuff for me to... Oh, ion armor. It just... Okay. Acquires this, leads to a bunch of different stuff. We'll see. Probably have to jump through a lot of tech for Sonic. I would expect so. Welcome. Yeah, and then this leads to this. No, back to MC weapons. Cyclops leads to Ogre, leads to a couple of different things. Okay, we will see what happens. There also might just not be Mag Ion armor. You might have some different endgame armor. And we'll see if we catch this. Oh, lands. Okay, that's cool. And I said most definitely night. It looks like we're getting lucky. Let me actually note that down. Where is... Here we go. And landed small USO. Pull the 3 tabs back up. And we're good to go. There's a Discord ping. It does not matter. Alright. Now, I believe everybody's equipped. We need these guys to each have their own smoke, and I guess a knife since they're strong enough for that. And most of you should have a real loadout. You have some extra strength to work with. I have a feeling you want a second one of these. You're a lot stronger than last time. Let's see. TWoTS made Gauss necessary, but also fun. I mean, it was kind of necessary and base tear from the deep too, but... That's interesting. Excuse me. Alright. I don't really know... See, the exosuit is great, but I still haven't quite figured out how to equip it. Or what I really want to do with this. These weigh 2, you know, you get a lot of ammo. Scumbot... Weren't you terrible in the last mission? I mean, you're up to 50 firing accuracy. It's not impressive, but... Yeah. There's discussion about sonic weapons. I guess I don't really have too much. I can start throwing... Oh, I can swap flares off of people. I forgot about that. No, that should be on your shoulder. You not quite. You're strong enough for something. But the dart autogun weighs a little too much for me to really make use of it. I guess we don't need the harpoons anymore since we have the dedicated jet harpoons. I don't really know what I give you. I mean, have a grenade, I guess. You also have a grenade. You can probably take the auto pistol. Yeah, okay. And have another one. Have another ammo for it. You do the same thing. And we are not back to start. Read it, drones. You're strong. There's drones. Okay. Hello. We are going to... I have no idea what to expect. My initial impression would be Snake Man equivalent, but I don't know if there's any sort of psi that we should be worried about here. I think we're gonna end the turn and see what happens. It's gone. They can... I see. They can, in fact, fly. What do we see around us, too? Is this guy flying? This guy is flying. That is a sonic cannon. I don't think we're quite up to the point where a sonic cannon's not a threat. Or at least not an immediate threat. You might not take first contact. Nope, you're not the drone. I would like you to shoot this guy. Can you... What's your accuracy? 36? 26? Okay. So they do have molecular control, just way later, yeah. I think we're just gonna take the snapshots. That's a good sign. Alright, we can work with this. Scumbot. Yes, that guy. I would like you to kill him. That is not a good sign. Lucky for you, you didn't get shot. We will... Nope, not you. Where's the drone? Oh, I'm up 2 layers. Can you throw something? Kind of... Actually, you might be able to throw something with how... Yeah, you have so few time units. Okay. Drone is going to stay up here on the roof, and we will call that turn. We have the next one ready to go. I've made the Naga angry. There's a chance it just decides to bleed out. I say decides as if it has agency. It is just gone. Okay. You have the motion scanner. That should be the drone. What? Oh, out front. Okay, that's somebody new. I wanted you to go down, but okay. You can't go down. You're out of time units. You might die. Why can't you go down? Didn't it cost 8 to go up? I don't know what I thought was going to happen. The drone is now 4 tiles in the air. We'll see what happens. Why does it cost more to go down? Oh, man. Moving in smoke? Does that affect going through the air? Okay, well... Alright, delay is brutal. Is it? I'd have to check that myself. Okay. Also, the high strength indicates a rank? I'm not sure if I'm following the conversation. I will continue to move. Well, somebody's going to need to be on this side. You can take a step forwards. High strength, high rank, I mean, strength is 40-something. Okay. Yeah, you're trying to figure out... Or you're talking about your stats with the exosuit. You tend to give it to middling aquanauts. Too high strength indicates too high a rank. Too low in the exosuit, they just can't use it. Yeah, this guy started out as a rookie with the exosuit and moved very slow. Still moves very slow, but managed to get up to 50 time units with the nerfs. I don't know that I'm putting more than 2 people outside here. Actually, hold on. This guy over here, can you shoot... Can you fire an aim shot? You can. I want you to shoot here. Hit and 0. So there's multiple guys in this area. Okay. Oh, there's a guy here too. Okay. We will call that good. You slapped your router with something fierce and the delay is now minimal. Hi, bud. Good job, team. I'm glad it didn't have any interest in the drone. But... yeah, how much did it cost to go down? Is it 9? Yeah, because you have 80... okay, so it's 9 to go down and 8 to go up. You lost some watch time, though. Yeah. Are we at the edge? No, the edge is way over there. This is the edge. Okay, that's at least good. Well, I don't know where our sonic cannon went. These guys might be really fast. If this guy went from here to here... did it panic? I feel like it would have dropped a weapon if it panicked, but it could have. They seem a little glass cannon-y, if I had to guess, though we haven't exactly got them to shoot at us. I don't know. I may actually research one of their corpses to see what the research project says. You should go down a layer again. Can you scan? No, too many time units. Go ahead and run over to here. I will have you... you can throw a smoke, but I want you to have a spare. And firing you enough for a snapshot. Who overwatched? I'm going to guess... yeah, you fired a shot and killed something earlier, so it was you. You have better react. The accuracy to reactions ratio here. Not all that impressive. You need 20, so you're not throwing anything this turn. You're heading this way. We need a couple of other people. Scumbot has returned. We have really good stats except for accuracy. You are back. You have the cannon. I'm just gonna have the cannons kind of huddle in this spot over here. We have 3 of them. Go ahead and stand there. I would like... so I'd like a third person to go this way. You are going to stay inside and throw a smoke out to here. And if you have the time units, I'd like you to grab and prime a new one. You do. Okay, that's good. You can go and step to the side, and you can step forwards. You have a lot more flares than you need. And are we operating off of... no, we're on lethal primaries. Yeah, this should be good enough. I might want to capture one of these just for the sake of capturing one. I know specific aliens give you things, and I'm not sure if these give you anything. So, we'll take a look at that. Now, drone. We have a guy way out here. Give me a motion scanner. So there's 3 inside. That should be manageable depending on the layout. If it's the default layout, we might have problems. I'm gonna have you... I mean, this is pretty much centered. I'm gonna have you drop the smoke 1 tile this way, though. So there's our guy. Can we just shoot him from here? Yes, but there's enough durability here to not die instantly. Okay. We aren't quite to the edge of the map. Drone... oh, you're just sitting on the edge. Wouldn't even bother to smoke for you. Are we at the corner? Are you... yes, you are the guy. So the cannon Naga has made it all the way over here. Something tells me we're also out of gas cannon range if this was the edge of our range. So even if I wanted to, yeah, we hit 0. We need to move like 4 tiles, so you probably need to get to the corner. What I kind of think we do is start swapping items around and try to capture this guy. You used your smoke. Okay. No, I wanted to click on... Where are you? Oh, you're here. Okay, you're floating a tile off the ground, it looks like. Right? Yes. You can go ahead and throw a smoke for the drone, which is way out here. No, you can't. How about now? You need 15 to throw. That's 14. Okay, I guess you're not throwing this round. You can't do much either. Are you weak? 29. Is there somebody here with the strength to throw? You do. Scumbot. It's gonna run you about 15 time units. That's good enough. Yeah, it's gonna just bleed out to spite me once we get it. There's always more inside, but I figure we try with this one since it's outside in a relatively open field, at least before we smoke those off. You should drop yourself a smoke. I don't think you ever had the time units to react, no. And then we continue to press forwards along the side here. Okay, question is... Yeah, I should move you forwards. Head over here. And you two can follow. That's a new one. Do you... Yeah, you're the one who sees this Naga. You don't have stun ammo, period. You see this guy. Can you auto-fire? Not with any accuracy. That's a good shot. That's the side of the plane. I will just leave you there since you have the armor to deal with this. You apparently can't see. Oh, you have thermal. You have a lot of thermal vision, too. Okay, so if you step forwards, then you can see this guy. Now you're out of time units. Okay, so back up. Well, drop a smoke and then back up. Hopefully the Naga doesn't have thermal. Actually, your rear armor's... Never mind. I was gonna say your rear armor is better, but you can't sprint, can you? You can stay here. You can stay over here. Yes, Scumbot has been the solution to everything. At least far more than last mission. Okay, is this guy just gone again? Yeah, this guy's just gone again. Okay. Wait, is that guy 4 tiles in the air? Okay. We'll go ahead and have you back up. Yeah, you're the one who sees the alien. You can back up a square. Still see the alien. The drone probably has some amount of thermal, if I had to guess. That's a lot of hips. I think only 3 of them are the enemies, yeah. Oh, excuse me. And is this a new turn for the gas cannon, guys? It is. So we will all inch forward. You can put that back since you apparently can't throw. And you 3 should regroup at about this distance. I'd have them shoot at this guy if he wasn't 4 tiles off the ground. Smoke was dropped here, that should be good enough, and the rest of this appears to be fine. Yeah, you ran off. You ran outside. I might stun you instead. You don't have a spare gun. You do have a spare gun. What's an autofire gonna run you? 28. We might not stun you. Your line of sight's along here, so we can get to pretty much here. Then it's 18. Okay. 31, 23. So you're just gonna need to not miss. Yeah, you're still there. Alright, you're the one who has reactions and not accuracy. Alright, you just got lucky. That's fine, but that is why you're alive right now. And everybody else will follow. I do think they randomly get sonic weapons at this stage, but I am going to try and stun some of the guys with sonic weapons. Now, you don't even have a spare weapon. You do have a spare weapon, which you swapped for. You don't have a spare weapon. Okay. Scumbot is the solution to everything. Incredible. Okay. What do you see through scans? A lot of us and 2 aliens, I believe? Yeah, there's 2 of them still. And our guy is straight ahead here. So you guys without a spare weapon can shoot at this one. Those don't normally insta-kill us, and this guy had already been shot once. So that's actually pretty impressive. I imagine there's some sort of front armor on them. I can't check your stats, you're just dead now. Your turn. Oh, you can see it from here? Can you snap? Auto... Auto's not bad. Snap is a lot better. What's our comparison of shots? It looks like you get 2 snap, or a single auto. There's one of them. Okay. And we still have Scumbot with the stun option. I think you guys are probably going to have to throw smokes for us for a little while. What? I mean, that works. Oh, you have time units to throw. No, you don't. Never mind. Take a step forward and drop it. And the drone continues to sit here. Our cannon is way over there. We will get to you in a bit. Unless Scumbot can hit. No, you don't have the range for that. Okay. So there's 2 inside. I don't know what's going on outside. I probably should send the drone a bit this way. Or at least have somebody look this direction. Oh yeah, you died with smoke. Hi there. Welcome back. How far do you have to get? Auto's gonna be 24. You see it. You saw it way earlier than I expected. I expected nothing less. You still see it from here. That's almost a concern. There's 2 aliens inside. I do not know what our layout's looking like. You might just have to die. We might just have to stun somebody inside. Which you don't have the option for, and you do. You also do. Okay, we have 2 stun weapons for breaching. I think we'll have to run with that. I might give Pierce a stun weapon since you have the armor. That seems like a responsible decision. Yeah, we'll do this. And then sometime during the next turn... Oh, you're out of time units. Okay, wow. We are probably just going to kill this guy. You're only 1 tile off the ground? That means... we can miss gas cannon shots. Did that hit you at all? It did. You are fairly durable. Kinda think we should not be snap firing over our soldiers. Oh, you're just bleeding out. Do you have a medkit? No. Did you have a medkit? Yes. Can you get here? Not even close. Alright, we'll have you start walking this way. If we can keep it alive, we'll keep it alive. That also means the drone can inch forwards. See if there's anything at all left on the map. Kinda looks like a no right now. Yeah. Well, the shard guns versus armor thing, the armor just functions as extra health. So right now, Pierce essentially has 150 health instead of 100. You should be able to save aliens with a medkit. Unless that's changed. And you three, you still have time units. I would like you to throw a smoke all the way out to here. Well, you have the strength for it, but not exactly the accuracy. I want the drone smoked. That's better. And you all get to inch forwards. Okay, with that guy dead, I guess you can wander out to this side, and you don't have a smoke to drop. Alright, stand against the wall. Do you have a smoke to throw? Yes. Go ahead and just land it here. I want to make sure we don't get shot inside. Okay, we will see what happens next turn. I expect this guy to just die. Yeah, okay. Which means you're gonna go... Where's the drone? You're gonna go ahead and scan. There are two aliens way back on either side. It's not the default loadout layout, which is better. I know they path in and out of these doors on alternating turns, so I'm gonna let you sit here for a minute. Step back to here so the alien walks outside first. You go ahead and stand here. Now, drone, do you see anybody back here? No. Yeah, you're just gonna fly through the map. If you die, you die. You can put this on your belt, and I guess we will continue forwards. We're just gonna have the drone scout and the gas cannon kill anything that appears. The rest of you, scumbot, I need your stun weapon. The rest of you are just going to wander inside. Okay, and that should be... they didn't actually path through the door, it looks like. Can you sprint? Yeah, you can't sprint. That's the mechanic of the suit. You're gonna need 17 time units. 18's not good enough if you have to turn all the way around. I think you just run all the way to here. And you swapped for the non-stun gun. You still have a stun gun. I'll put you here. And the rest of you can stack up behind. I'm not pronouncing that. Okay. Yeah, you're all stacked up here. Drone. Still sees nobody. This little corner we missed, but I doubt anything stayed in that corner the entire time we were over here. I mean, you can look this way, but I don't think it matters all that much. Here, walk around to this side. Okay, we'll see what the aliens do with this. Absolutely nothing. No, you're actually in the hallway now. Here's drone. Is anybody behind the building? No, and no. Okay. So I'm gonna call outside cleared until we've actually handled the inside. Do you have better rear armor? Okay, so you can afford to get shot in the back. You cannot afford to get shot in the front. Uh-oh. What? Good job. Do you have a stun weapon? You do have a stun weapon. I'm gonna need you to open the door. You can run to here. You can auto-fire before leaving. Wait, did we do 0? Oh, no. They do have armor. Alright, you. I'm expecting you to... I'm expecting you to not instantly kill this guy, judging by... Yeah, that's what I thought. Did you shoot him twice while he's on the ground? No. Okay. Okay. I believe the exosuit numbers somewhere is Sonic. Sonic Beam? 90%. Okay, so you take a little bit less damage. And the rear armor... Let's hope the other guy just doesn't have a Sonic Cannon. You're probably fine if he does. I mean, maybe. But let's just hope he doesn't. And where is our medkit? Gonna need you to be ready to use this thing. What? This dude just walked across the hall. Okay. Time unit check 20 for an auto shot. I think you're just gonna back up to here. Your job is gonna be to retrieve this guy. Oh, you're out of time units. Never mind. Or not time units, energy. It's a Naga soldier. It's just a soldier. You don't have the energy to walk into this room, do you? Yeah. Okay, so you're stuck. I'd still like the soldier anyway. What's it cost you to walk into the room? More than 10. Okay, well, walk into the room. You're out of energy? No, 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 you can walk through the door. Yeah, good luck. I'm gonna try and stun the other guy too. You might be right about the panic. Because that guy did not move. You don't have a stun weapon. You do have a stun weapon. And you have the energy to sprint up to the door, so I'm gonna have you do that. Okay, you're probably fine if you hit all three of these. Good job. What'd we get? A Naga soldier and a Naga corpse? Did we kill the other one? I was paying not enough attention. Oh yeah, you could use the medkit for energy. That is a good call. Although we're at the point where Rookie's running out of energy is not something I'm all that concerned about. The sonic cannons being on random soldiers is certainly something. Okay. And you gotta head out, so you're probably watching the VOD. Alright, see ya, Phil. Yeah, throwing for the cannons. Okay. But yeah, there's the mission. Oh, the guy who's out of energy had a medkit on him. I didn't even check that, you're right. It was a soldier, so it didn't matter, but... Yeah, okay. Transfer, hold on. No, I don't want... Naga soldier. Leads to Naga. It's a Naga. Okay. Well, we have one. I don't think it's all that useful. There is no special items here. Only 20 Zarbite. It's not even the 25 I thought it was. Okay. Well, that's mission. Stat-wise, great. Death-wise, 1,000-eyed fool. Hit 1 too few shots. Ooh. This is probably also Naga. If only their commanders have Psi, then I can probably hit this. We are down somebody, crew. We will grab... Oh, you guys are all in the Seamaster. Okay, no, we can just grab you. And someone random in here, yeah, you're gonna have a land-based loadout. There's your water loadout. Don't even have to change anything. Okay. The other question I have is if we go to bases... We have another exosuit. How are you doing? You do not have the strength for an exosuit. Also, how is the pool doing? You're missing one now. I'm gonna go with 45 without looking much deeper than that. Scumbot, do I give you the armor? Pierce has over 60. Scumbot also has over 60. You're getting the exosuit. And that means that inventory here we're gonna have to modify. Yeah, because you're gonna be overweight now. You don't need the flares, you probably don't need the extra ammo. The disturbance sensor is something we can give to somebody else. Do I want the med kit or the extra harpoon? I think I want the extra harpoon. You are running a knife and like 4 different sets of ammo. Have you researched the paladins yet for armor? I do believe I have armor. The aquaplastic armor. I don't know if I've done anything with the paladin armor though. That is a good call. Because I should be able to turn that into something we can use. You know, hold on. Do we have damaged paladin armor? 17. What does repair paladin plastic armor? Requires 2 aquaplastics. It's at a better rate. Yeah, and it just gives us aquaplastic armor. It's at a better rate than just making the armor. The other question is, strip paladin armor is worth 4 aquaplastics. Wait, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Plastic aqua armor. Yeah, okay, I mean, it's half the cost. But isn't this investing 6 into something you could invest 4 into? Okay, so my thought process here is if you recycle the paladin armor into aquaplastics, and then you turn those aquaplastics into aqua armor, you only spend 4 aquaplastics as opposed to the 6 you would get for repairing it. It costs you more money. That's true, but we're not at the stage where that would matter. Aquaplastics is currently the most valuable of any of the resources we could be spending on this armor. So, I think I'm just gonna strip it and we'll make armor if we care. Well, recycle it. Because the 4 aquaplastics is gonna be worth more to us than... I mean, it is super cheap, you are right. But we're not at a point where that would actually matter. Medikits, we're just selling these, so we can go ahead and swap over to this. Well, okay, recycling, hold on. Me looking at... It's 12k versus... aquaplastic is 22, repair is 11. So it's a bit cheaper, time-wise. 300, 800, 300. So it's about the same as repairing. But yeah, it's 300 hours versus 800 hours and about half the cost. But since we have the option to do this, I'm going to take it. Because it's not like our engineers are doing anything else. And we do have... Oh yeah. I wanted to intercept this thing, if possible. Something tells me... Ooh. Yeah, we know where it is. Huh. There's two. Go ahead and target this guy. I assume this is all still Naga, just due to the location. And I should probably... Oh, these guys are pretty durable. We know that capturing them doesn't really seem to matter. And if only the very highest ranks have access to molecular control, this could be even better than the another Discord ping. This could be even better than doing the Aquatoid versions of these. What's my timestamp? Here we are. Because if there's no molecular control, we just take it slow. It's also not nighttime, which is a good thing, I think. We'll also find out if there's molecular control. Landed, medium, USO. Landed, there we go. And pull up the 3 different windows I have, and we're good to go. Okay. Drone. No, I wish. Copy paste. Okay. Weight looks good enough here. What is the... So it weighs 10. You need 10 spare weight to get away with this thing. You're like 1 under this loadout. You could run just the 2 guns. But I kind of think we just run the ammo. That's like the same case with you here. We're going to want the ammo over anything else. You can carry a med kit and a knife. You have a bit of extra strength that you're not using. You can carry a med kit, not the flare. You get a grenade. Motion scanner. You're just pretty strong. Nothing fancy. You have these. You have this. Are you... If I drop this, can you carry the auto pistol? No, I have your grenades back. Back to here. You probably want the ammo at this rate. Oh, you have these on your belt. Can you carry a fire extinguisher? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think these have the navigators on board, since we captured a navigator from the previous one. That's why we're able to get... Oh, you have to do these medium USOs. That's like a mandatory part of progression to get Gauss weapons. Hi, bud. That's new. Okay, this is playable. Damn it. Okay. I don't know that these guys have all that impressive reactions, but I still don't know that I want to shoot at this guy. What's your auto accuracy? It's 20%. And, I mean, we're pretty central to the map. This doesn't look all that... This actually looks like a smaller map than normal. This dude's just got a pistol. I think we just end the turn. And they're all just gone. Okay, well we found this guy. Okay. Do we have gas cannons near the entrance here? 1. We've spotted... Way over here, you're looking... So we can't cross this line, so step forward another tile. There's multiple guys with drills, okay. You're gonna poke your head. See, the problem is if this guy flies over the top, we're gonna run into problems. Which is why I want one of the gas cannon guys out here. So you're gonna go ahead and throw a smoke out to here. That might not be far enough. We'll see. You're gonna shift, you're gonna shift, you're gonna step outside. Can you fire? I really think you should probably be here. Can you fire to here and get back inside? Yes, you'll have 47 left, so you absolutely have the time units for this. Hit and 0. What? Okay, your turn. Go back inside. Hit and 0. What'd you hit? Did you blow something up? That looks like a solid yes. What do you hurt? Did you hurt yourself? You hurt yourself for like 1 damage. We most definitely blew up all our equipment. There were more gas cannons here. Well, because we've already blown everything up, we will do it again. Get inside. Hit and hit. Are we just hitting these guys twice? And the ammo survives, too. I mean, we blew up a number of jet harpoons. Bunch of ammo, bunch of this. The generic harpoon survived. Incredible. Okay. Can we shoot at that guy way out there with anybody? Do we have the accuracy to fire this shot? Apparently. Though you missed. But we do at least have line of sight. Drone, you can step forward here. There's a lot of guys out here. You're the one who I'm most interested in killing. You see them all now. Hopefully this guy can't see you back. Oh, you get 1 shot. Yeah, okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it would... Interesting. So, Naga... Not roles, it's, ranks or professions. You have soldiers, warriors, honor guards, sorcerers, and lords. So yeah, sorcerers and lords would make sense. I don't know what to expect from here. Because it's very possible that there's a sorcerer, if those are navigator equivalents. Interesting. Oh, there's a drone here. Hopefully it just doesn't see you. Why'd you fly up another tile? Okay, go to here, drop your smoke, just look around. Let's see. Welcome. There's new aliens. I can't middle click, there we go. And we're trying to figure out whether or not they have a psi on this medium USO. Pierce. Oh, Pierce, you might actually be able to hit a shot. You need to get to, like, here? 17? You probably need to stand right next to... No, okay. You can take a shot from here. You can take an auto shot from here. I think the snapshot is worthwhile. Ammo matters, or I would probably auto-fire. Oh yeah, we did blow up our equipment by firing a gas cannon not quite over the submarine. Okay. You are going to step one to the side. You are going to continue to sit here, although you probably want to drop a smoke for yourself. You are in the middle of the smoke and you can still see them. Yeah, these exosuits have thermal vision, so they're not in immediate danger. But I still don't like the look of this. Where's our gas cannons? Here we are. Drone, you most definitely should not stand in the arc of the gas cannon. Okay, we got one. This guy's flying a single tile off the ground, so I'm gonna have you run outside, and that's not a gas cannon. Hold on. 1, 2, okay. You're just gonna go back inside. I don't have a plan for you. Actually, target the guy. Okay, no, we're definitely better off firing at the ground. And that looks like this. 0 damage. Okay. So, yeah, I guess this is probably turn. We have a new smoke to refresh. Drones are in a bit of danger. You should back up here. This is overall fine. The sonic cannon is a concern. Actually, no, this isn't the end of the turn. You guys from inside, just fire aim shots at this guy. Incredible. Good job. Okay, I guess we continue doing this because it worked so well the first time. Can you shoot the guy up here with a drill? Not quite. Cannon... You moved... Not quite. You're gonna need to move so that you can get to here, so that you can fire an aim shot to here. Wow. These things are actually going down. You're welcome. First time being able to catch a stream? Well, I mean, welcome. You get to see everything live. If you're the type of person who fast forwards, then. Maybe a bit annoying, but it should be fun. I have no idea. This design is such a pain. It doesn't even matter if they've changed the inside. This one staircase just sucks. Yeah, we'll see. That's 4 down, and there's somebody over here, I think. Okay. This goes on for a while. Yeah, okay. So you're gonna need to step outside and throw a smoke for the drone. That's good. I do think gas cannons and the drones... The staircase is still present, sadly. Yeah, I figured. You can't really work that out of the design. Where is our other gas cannon? Here you are. Yeah, you three are just going to stand here and shoot anything the drone spots. The rest of you get to work out what's going on inside. I assume nobody walked out the door. Yeah, okay. You might just fly straight on top of this thing. Here, fly up to here. That should be relatively safe, just being against this wall. You two get to stand here. We probably want to throw a smoke at the doorway, thinking about it. Yeah. Then you can inch forwards and just barely have time units to fire. You need 16. That's good enough. Let's see. You wish you knew enough to give useful advice? Yeah, I mean, you'd have had to play the mod before, so it's fine. That's why I like having stream chat, though, because the advice is useful. You guys, I guess, are just gonna kind of be the rear guard. You're not the armored ones, so you'll get to follow. I don't know that I care to capture anybody. If MC attacks, let's not slur words together. If they start coming our way, I might go out of my way to capture somebody inside, but I doubt that's gonna happen. Don't die. There's some advice. Okay, where's the drone? Up to the roof you go. You see... Okay, we have a new priority. That guy is it. Yeah, this is why you carry your own smoke grenade. I could start counting, but this looks relatively central. Maybe like a square or two this way. Time units. That's fine. You're gonna have to go. You probably don't want to be that close to the door, actually. Let's back up. You're gonna stay here with reactions. You are going to step 2 to the side and fire an aimed shot. Good job. You should just be able to fire from here. I'm not worried about friendly fire against the guys with 110 armor. They'll be fine. You can probably just shoot from here, can't you? That's a solid round of shooting. We did much better in the previous... Oh, time units. Yeah, okay. Aim is gonna run you 40... You don't even have the time units to shoot, so you can back up 2 squares even? Just 1. Which means you can run to here. You can kneel. And miss anyway. Okay. I guess we will aim and fire a gas cannon if the drone spots nothing. Drone spots nothing. A loaded gun is more effective than an empty one. Use your gun and use grenades effectively. Make sure the bullets do come out. Man, what would I do without you guys? Did I even hit it? No. I'm gonna have you kneel. I mean, you hurt it a little. You probably don't have the... Okay, so it fires arcing shots, so I'm okay with... And you're the one who gets the kill. Cool. Because we can't have a sonic cannon playing around outside. Okay. And you watch that way. I wanted to end the turn. Alright, give me a motion scanner read. That is 4 aliens. This appears central if I scan again. Yeah, okay. We can see the whole USO with this thing. Interesting. I expect they're all upstairs. There's no more door. I almost feel like that's a downgrade. And you'll just leave your back. Because there's enough armor there for that to be useful. You're standing here, you guys will all stand around the side. I do think we probably want 2 of you to wrap around the back. Well, no, there's way too much space on this end. We'll just have the drone keep sweeping its way around the map. Though we probably don't want to stand in a line thick enough to where any missed shot on this guy is going to hit you guys too. So go ahead and step off to the side. Okay. Drone is... Yeah, you're going to fly to the roof of this thing. We want you to go to here. There is an alien inside of this thing. Hiding in the corner. Okay. You will be dealt with in time. Go ahead and throw a smoke for our drone up here if you can. That is a perfect throw. I mean, I guess you guys should have near perfect throwing at this point. Okay. I believe that's going to be turn. Yeah. Okay. Scan says they're not here, unless they're around this corner, which would be kind of a unfortunate. They're not. Okay. So you guys are going to stand inside. Okay, only one of you guys is going to stand inside. And the rest of you guys get to group up. Well, we probably want a couple of you standing guard against anything that could wander around these sides. But the rest of you should stack up on the door. Okay. Now, over here, central to this little structure, what do you see, drone? This dude's walking from left to right. If I have you kneel, aim, and fire right here, you missed. Well, at least you didn't hit the alien itself. And I need you to aim and fire, so you're gonna do kneel, aim, fire. Nowhere near the target, and you're gonna run over to here. And just kneel because you can't aim and fire. And you all have spare ammo, so we will have enough to actually deal with any aliens you find. Oh, they could have a DPL. That is something that's possible, although I don't think the aliens fire them inside, and they can't react with them. So it's only a threat if it's outside, and if it's outside, then we are going to be scouting it with the drone and blasting it with a cannon. Okay, you're on the other side now. I assume that hit a whopping nothing, yeah. We have to actually, like, get it into the... That's a good hit. Can you do it again before this guy gets mad and comes after us? Good. Okay. Well, back to scouting. Back to the smoke. Interesting. You're 2 tiles up. That's a problem. Ooh, you have a non-lethal weapon. Then there's the gas cannon. Not the gas cannon, the sonic cannon. Okay, you have not yet scanned for the turn. Oh yeah, they can... Okay. Yeah, they can fire the DPL going berserk, that is true. And it absolutely could kill 5 soldiers if it punched a hole in the hull here, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as your case. And you get to just stand here. And you have wrapped around, there's nobody out here. Okay. So, there's 5 aliens inside we're gonna have to deal with. These 2 will be dealt with next turn. I kind of think we throw a... Can you guys throw a smoke? I don't think you have the time units for it. Alright, drone, don't get killed. That'd be a pretty big issue if you did. Thank you. Alright, where's his friend? Still way too high up to actually be shot. You're out of range. Okay. Where does your range extend to? You're a tile short. Fire anyway. You don't have time units. Okay. There's a roof there. You will do this. You don't have a smoke to drop for yourself. You guys are probably going to do something similar here. 33? 29? 27. Okay, yeah, you're going to be out of time units. Just inch a little further forwards than everybody else. You 2 get to fire snap. No, you don't. I mean, you heard it. Okay. In the next turn, we'll get actual accuracy. You're not even bleeding? Yeah, okay. Well, we technically hit it. but only in technicality. Everybody's moving around like crazy. I expect this guy's at the top of the stairs. This guy's not at the top of the stairs. No, this guy has to be at the top of the stairs. What? Yeah, okay, there you are. Okay, that's a good thing to note for line of sight. Though you probably want to stand here. You guys get to run inside and take up this position, so we have extra hands. You step over to here, you get to the door. Okay. This is going to be interesting. We got 1, there are 4 left. These 2 outside are currently unknown. Some of you guys do have the auto pistol, but I have a feeling they have some amount of armor. Let's see. The rain's messing with your ability to chat. I think it's raining here too. It's raining with like 3 of you guys as well. No rain here. Yeah. At least it was raining when I got up this morning. Go ahead and end the turn. Yeah, okay. So they can see us and we can't see them. I had wondered if that was going to happen. Which means there are 2 aliens right there. Never mind, they have an insane number of time units. Well, Pierce had a good run. The exosuit, I think it costs aquaplastics, which makes this a pain in the ass, although the USO is worth quite a bit in terms of exosuits. I don't know what we're doing about this. For the exosuit, frankly, the bigger loss. Yeah. And I mean, vision being buggy is one thing, but they can see your legs when your head can't see to them, especially with the railing here. It's one of those things where, people use that type of thing in competitive FPS games, where you can see their legs and their head can't see you. Also, where's this guy with the sonic cannon? Right there. Yeah, I don't really know how we're getting up the staircase. Can you step forward 1 without losing the ability to fire? Yes. You hit it? Okay, it did take damage. I don't know how I feel about the overhang. Okay. And we're just going to inch forwards because the next guy has a stun weapon, which we're going to need to somehow get through. You have more smoke, but you both fired. Okay, do you have smoke? You don't. So we're just standing here. Let's see. You could gas cannon the top or at least kneel down to see. That is true. These guys can't kneel, I don't think. But we could try and gas cannon upstairs to try and kill everything. Then the problem is we destroy a lot of the alien items. What do you make gas cannon humans? That comes later. Huh. That is interesting. And you're just kind of standing guard here. I don't know what we're going to do to get upstairs. We can't really push through this. This whole thing is an open area from what I'm looking at, just with the cursor, right? It's just a big empty room. The upstairs, somewhere in here, there's probably some sort of a lift to get up top. Yeah, this isn't going to be great. We probably do want to bring a gas cannon in here to just fire it upstairs. Okay, I do have a somewhat scuffed strategy. We'll try something out with the drone once we clear the outside. You need to back all the way up into the corner. That way we should see their legs first if they decide to come down the stairs. We'll see. You two, or three, have fired. We will find the last alien that's outside here in a minute and continue moving around the map to see if there's more. I don't see more. Also, this guy's a non-lethal weapon, so I'm just gonna let the drone sit here. And what do your scans read? They're sitting above the stairs here, and you're just there. Yeah, okay, we're gonna end this turn again and see if they decide to poke their head out. Oh. You made it. Well, good job standing guard. Oh, you took massive amounts of stun damage there. Alright, drone, what do you see? Somebody's actually at the door here, so we might be able to take that shot. The rest of you are here. Okay, hold on. The drone should have the time units to wander over to here, and yeah, there you are. Of course, you're 2 tiles in the air. You don't have a scanner, so you're just gonna have to shoot this guy. Wow. You might just be the best. Do you have a medkit? No. Did you have a medkit on you? Yes. Okay. Go ahead and give a single stim. That should somewhat mitigate damage. You're going to be overweight. I think we're just going to deal with that. Actually, drop the flare. There you go. This is a threat. 3 tiles off the ground, too. Can you... There's a 33... You know what? Take the shot. Amazing. Okay, I can work with that. Drone, are there any more aliens out here? My answer to that question is probably, but I don't see them. Your armor, yeah, you're just gonna... We'll see what happens here. Okay. You're all really low on ammo. We kind of need something for you to shoot at. Right, and there's somebody at the door here. I don't know what... You'd have to get all the way to the stairs, shoot at them, and then run away. You might be able to kneel, actually. Hold on. But then standing up... No. Well, we took a look. I will see what happens. You are still critically low on health. Have some stims. Time units. You're still critically low on health. Okay. We still haven't found all that much. You need to scan again. Here, here, and the wings. Okay, this is probably the one of the better turns to even try and push upstairs, but even then we don't really have the ability to do that. You're gliding here. You're now gliding in this corner. You can go and step inside. And I'm going to move you guys a bit forwards for range's sake. We will see what the drone finds outside next turn. I have a feeling it's just the 4 inside. What's our turn counter? 15. That's not great. No, I want you. Here we are. Okay, that's nothing. Go ahead and return here. And your scan says 4. Okay. Now, you're not going to be able to do it this turn. That guy could have taken 180 points of stun damage. You're still concerningly... If you die after taking all the stims from a medkit, I might just laugh. You can't scan. Okay. Your new job is to scan. We've spotted 4 aliens. They are all hiding from the staircase. You're moving this way. You're moving this way. Okay. Where is our other drone? Here. Okay. You get to... I think this was the roof spot we were scanning from. That's good enough. There's nobody at the top of the stairs just yet. Okay. Range. Yeah, that does actually make sense. It is now time for the experiment. Can you fire this, actually? You only have one hand. Let's see. Can you get up here and fire? Yes. It is a one-way trip. Hi, buddy. Let's see. It takes 4 full medkits full of stim to wake up a rubber suit. Sleepy boys. I see. I just didn't want you lethally stunned over here. Well, that's a good start. I have no idea what to expect. The drone is probably stun-locked due to being comically overweight. Or that. However, we got one. You can also fly, but I'm not sure that's a great plan. Yeah, I threw the drone in the gas can and had it fly up the stairs. So long as you don't start the turn with a gas can and you have full-time units. One-way trip, but we got one. Now we actually know what the inside of this looks like, which is, bad. This dude ran all the way to here. I mean, he's probably out of time units. So... you might be gliding your way up the stairs. Because this guy's out of time units. Unless he backed up to here and this is a new guy. So this is a sacrifice if I had to guess. I don't know if killing the drone... It hurts our morale, so probably boosts theirs. We can do it with a second drone too. You no longer have a gun. What? Oh, they can be upstairs. Right, okay. That's good. Interesting. So this guy in the door is most certainly behind that door. I would run into this room, but it doesn't look like there's any obstacles blocking... I think we gambled. We gambled poorly. Because I wasn't 100% sure. What if I do this? Alright, you're hiding in the corner. Now, you can go ahead and grab this guy's gun. And go back to the corner. Do any of you have medkits? There's no way, right? Also, do you have the auto pistol? You do. This could... Well, no, they have armor, right? There's a good chance these guys have enough stim... Or not reading chat. Pray for panic. I would pray for a panic, but they killed the drone, which restored a lot of morale. Incredible. Even better. How? You are so lucky. Wow. The aliens are also playing XCOM, is my takeaway. You probably just run up to the door, this door. You don't have time units for any of that. You can go stand at the bottom of the stairs. Yeah, okay. You get to run inside. The alien... It could be right there. Is it right there? It is not right there. Back to your corner. You run inside. Okay, we are upstairs. Can you get up to here? No, you'll have to do that next turn. You guys get to run into the corner. You get to run inside here. I don't really know that the gas cannons are going to be all that helpful, but I'll take them along. You will stand outside on the off chance something happens. You might slowly be dying of stun damage. Yeah, you've got to be at the top of the staircase. This guy could be in either of these positions. I'm not really sure. This is another problematic area to get through, but... That's tragic. Huh? Oh, it's turn 20. Uh-oh. But the guy's right there. Hold on, kill this guy. Get the shiny. Shiny important. I would like to ask how. Okay, you don't have the right weapon. Yeah, you might be in trouble. How do we break the shield? Because I kind of think we put a gas cannon at his feet. Well, we learned one thing. Yeah, you're gonna sit here, you're down here. If it throws a grenade down the stairs, I will be very upset. Though if it throws a grenade down the stairs, then its life is over. I have a feeling we need the drone for similar reasons for last time. You missed? Okay. So? What do you mean you can't see? What are you do- It's Am I insane? Okay. It's to the right. That's why you missed, actually. Okay. So, this guy must be armored. You're getting 2 snapshots. MC Shield 90. MC Shield 28. I like that info. MC shield down. Okay, great. Well, you guys have stun weapons. Good. Can you run to here? Oh, you can. Okay. Next. You have a stun weapon, right? No. Yes. Things are gonna go really poorly if this isn't... Okay. 2 operatives, 1 drone. What are you? A sorcerer? And you didn't even bother. Interesting. What do you do? Why can't I read? Here we are. You get molecular control. We also got a Aquatoid squad leader, apparently. Get some info on Nagas. Does the Naga corpse do anything? No. Okay. Well, we got one. Affects game progress. Yeah, you figured it was a sorcerer, but why didn't it do MC? I don't know. It gives molecular control and all that. Yeah, I don't know. Did it use it all for the shield? It could have been. That shield had over 100 health. Yeah, the shield is innate. Oh, we get a broken exosuit. Okay. So yeah, sonic weapons are now quite common. Very interesting, though. We will have to research that guy anyway for the affects game progress Naga bit. Score-wise, stat-wise, what do we have here? Scumbot got an accuracy and a reactions. Otherwise, it's a lot of throwing for the gas cannon users. Okay. Yeah, okay. We blew everything up. We blew up 8 gas cannons. This isn't a huge deal. This stuff is pretty cheap. But, like... Oh, man. Okay, manufacture. No, we want standard gas cannons. Yeah, they're cheap, they just take forever. Gas... HE? GCHE. I don't know that we actually blew all that many of them up, but we're gonna run out soon, I'm sure. The jet harpoon. I'm gonna queue another 20 of these. The stun dart clip, harpoon stun dart clip. I assume that this one is for the pistol, and that this one is for the actual jet harpoon. So having the auto pistol set to stun would be super useful. There was something else here. Okay. We blew up a bunch of dart auto guns. No. This. Start. I don't know if these are all that useful. I kind of want to try the stun gamma, because things have enough shield to where the shotgun ammo might not be all that useful. And chemical neutralizers. We haven't used them yet, so I'm going to not worry about making more. Would have been useful against the cult with flamethrowers, but currently there's nothing all that threatening. And we still have some, I know that for a fact, so I'm going to leave this alone. And here's the 2 losses. I'm gliding here, only got lucky twice. Okay. And welcome. Let me check my Discord pings. There we go. We might do the second one. I'm not sure what kind of fuel we're gonna have. Very large. Huh? What are you doing? Where? So I'm hoping this just came into orbit and it'll be buzzing around over here and we'll be able to actually track it. This is a terrible idea. Now, something tells me this is going to be a base, but I'm not really sure what to do with this. Do you have any plans to play games with fans? I would like to, but I don't have anything really concrete for that. I need the right game. I think we're going to land anyway, but there's 0 chance that there's no Psy. Triton 7? Oh yeah, somebody got stunned quite heavily. U3, not Licks, Frank. U3 aren't crazy high. Yeah, okay, so you guys just are standard. Okay. Equipment inventory, let's go ahead and swap this around. I was going to say, on the question of playing games with fans, I would like to set up the Discord bot so that you all can play as aliens in a different campaign. But that is something that requires me making a fork of the OpenXCom game engine and playing with things, and I just don't have time for that right now. That, and I may or may not just be underqualified. Frank is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to land and open the door. You all get medkits. You don't really have the strength for anything. Let's see. But the battleship will have an important alien. That is true. I'm expecting it to make an alien base here, though. I might need that flare. It's fine. We'll go through the loadout depending on whether or not we land at night. Off we go. Let me note down battleship. Oh, this is like Dreadnought or something. Very large. Okay. Okay, we have not you. Hold on. This window, this window. Okay, I can read chat again. Let's see. You missed most of the mission. You presume it was a modest 85% mortality rate? Well, actually, the very end of the mission, you missed 2 significant bits. One is I'm gliding here, surviving something dumb. And the second... medium touchdown. Aw, oh, come on, that's something we... No, not at night. I'm not trying that at night. This has to be Naga. It's gone. Okay. Go ahead and poke your head out here and see what it was up to. Actually, hold on now. We're just gonna let this run out of fuel. There's no alien base. What are they up to? Interesting. Okay, we'll have to actually scout that. YouTube ate your question whether or not you're doing an OXE thing. So I don't know. Well, in theory, I would like to try and make something where I can have the Discord bot give the aliens, or have the Discord bot send actions to the aliens so people can control them. But that would be a lot of work, and something I would just have to start doing research on. It's a fun idea, but it'd be after this game, so I have quite a bit of time before anything like that happens. Send a buoy. That is true. We probably need an extra hangar for a buoy. And we get to allocate new manufacturing projects. Also, how long does that take? Yeah, it doesn't take all that long to replace our equipment. It's still early game stuff. That means there's going to be a Naga base over there, though. Magnetic navigation. Good. Gauss? Yeah, it's just... We're going straight to Gauss. I presume you're in IT... Well, computer science. But yeah, I'm in the STEM fields. And while I would say that a chimpanzee with ChatGPT could figure out probably 80% of what I've done so far with computer science, I'm slowly getting to the point where I'm actually qualified. Recycle, I'm going to leave that alone. What does recycling give you, though? Neurointerface components. Interesting. What's the point of having stream delay? The stream delay is just inherent to how streaming works. I have to send data to YouTube, and then YouTube sends it to everybody. I'm not adding delay. This is as fast as it physically can be streamed. Let's see. And you do languages. Interesting. They have newer enemies. Yeah, there are Ox in this, too. I don't know what any of... Well, okay, I know what molectronic components are. I believe we get these from corpses, so we should be fine on them for a while. The neuro interface component, I don't know if that's worth salvaging to research or not, but I'm not going to do that just yet because I would really like Gauss weapons. Suspicious underwater activity. Okay, this will be the last mission of streams that we keep it around the 2-hour mark. Oh, our base is way over here. Okay. Very small, shallow... Uh-oh. You're not hunting us. I will send the Seamaster after this if it lands. But I don't think very small land. Hold on. I had to speak. Do we have enough rookies for this? What are you up to? You're doing pretty good. You're all on the Triton. We don't have enough rookies for this. Let's see. I'm just going to pull 4 people from the top here. Okay. Oh, and we have actual suits on the elites. I did go through and do that. That's not going to help you. Okay, we all have land loadouts or no loadouts at all. We started with licks here. Not enough items to copy the... Oh no! We have no underwater equipment. I mean, we have 2 gas cannons. Probably Magna Blast grenades. We do have some of these. Okay, maybe not all of them, but most. No, we can throw all of them. We aren't using them on the main craft. Hmm. I have a feeling we bumped this up to 24. There is a scout drone, which we're not using. Crew, we'll go ahead and drop. I mean, I guess I'm getting dropped. Equipment, go ahead and give me 2 of the shrimp drones. Give me... Do we have knives? We do have knives. Interesting. Okay, well, we're trying this anyway. It's very small. You guys are all getting a whole bunch of grenades and a knife. Because I don't have anything better right now. And I put on 42 grenades. There are 6 people running them, I think. So something like this should work for loadout? Yes. In fact, we could give people even more grenades. Okay, and you guys get extra smoke. And then we have drones. Let's see. YouTube keeps eating your messages. Yeah. Put the torpedoes in? Do we have torpedoes? Isn't that a... Oh, yeah, you're right. I made these at some point and completely forgot about them. Interesting. Okay. Well, here we go. Ajax is certainly something. We don't have a fuel tank, not that that matters. Intercept, actually, question. Seamaster. Hold on, select this. What drone did I put on? The shrimp drones. Good. Alright, let's see what happens. Better be daytime. It is close enough to daytime. Okay, now I get to go through and give people rockets. Who has the best accuracy? Okay, you have the best accuracy. Who else? 80 on fungus, you're getting a rocket. We have 3 spare rocket launchers, actually. So you just get to carry one of these things. Then swap that. This is probably our loadout paste. You have a loadout paste. Who has you're overweight. You get more grenades. Nope, you don't get that many extra grenades. You get more grenades. You get an extra grenade. Okay. Well, this is going to be interesting. So the real problem here is that we don't have a door. Okay. Drop yourself a smoke. Drop yourself a smoke. Scout drone, run around. This is remarkably empty, but I love that it's an open field. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. I remembered another thing you wanted to mention before you got angry at YouTube. Brutal OXCE has AI for XCOM 2. You can make your XCOM play itself. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I just thought it'd be fun if... I mean, the vision is that the Discord bot can create channels, so it'd create a channel for each and give only one person access to the channel, and they could run commands in that channel to control one specific alien on the map. And you'd have a bunch of viewers controlling things. It'd be like beginner or one of the easier difficulties. And we'd just play standard XCOM. And we'd see what ended up happening. Yeah, so rockets need to back up. We cannot stand that far forwards. And the AI is much more advanced in Brutal OXE. Yeah, I expect as much. I mean, if you put a lot of effort into AIs, they have some pretty advanced stuff. I just imagine they were trying to mirror the original AI for this, so... Let's see, and where are our smokes dropped? Here and here. Drone is on the roof. I'm gonna have you go ahead and sit here, drop a smoke. That should be good enough to keep us safe. Yeah, so the drone's using its smoke there. You've used one of your smokes. You have extra smoke. You should not have that in your offhand. Throw it for this guy. And... you have extra smoke too. You have so many grenades. Okay, actually, you can throw it to there. Alright, drone, keep your grenade. Okay, who has you? Can you prime this? No. A shame. We will see what happens. Scan says way over here. It's a Gillman. Okay. Well, that means it's time to start throwing grenades. That is a perfect throw. Okay, you're just gonna back up. You don't have the time units to throw another grenade. Who am I clicking on? Pell. You had really good accuracy, didn't you? Can you land it here too? No, you can't throw though. You are going to also throw a grenade. I probably should throw it to like here. That's not even close. Okay, let's relax for a minute and let this drone scout a little bit. There's nothing out here. How far can you throw a smoke? You're pretty strong. Far enough, okay. So we'll see what the Skillman does with the grenade it's standing on. Okay. There was one Gillman. You know what? I can't really complain. I will take all of these components. Okay. Good job, you threw something. And I will take all of the equipment. We got a Gillman soldier. No, I'll just kill him later. Ran out of Magna Blast grenades. No, that was expected. It's okay. There is another one that might land somewhere. Ready to land at alien presence. Yes. Go ahead and take this. Take your knife. And I believe everybody is most... Scumbot is pretty strong. There you go. Most of this should be fine. I didn't even check the time of day, so we're just going to pretend it's not night. I might leave. Naga armor is about 15 on all sides. That's interesting. The auto pistol... Who has one of them? You don't. You do. So the auto pistol armor-piercing rounds is 18 damage, and with spread, I don't think you're gonna do all that much. Aquaplastics? Do these give aquaplastics? Because I know that the researching the Zarquid, researching it gives aquaplastic tech, but I don't... Do the corpses give aquaplastics or something? What's the benefit of Naga armor? Armor is just a flat damage reduction. If we inspect the suit, there's 15 front armor, which means if I were to get shot in the front with the... No, I want to view your weapon. The 1 pellet of the 18 damage autogun round, it'd be reduced to 3. Because 15 armor, 18 damage, subtract the 2, you end up with 3. You can do 0 damage to things with this system, however, Tear from the Deep has a 50 to 150% range. For armor piercing means it can do 15 to 45 damage, which then makes armor not perfectly consistent and adds the randomness to the game. That is why the sonic cannon earlier didn't one-shot the exosuit, because it shot the front armor of 100 with like 135 damage, rolled low, and the sonic beam resistance reduced the damage to 90% of what was incoming. I don't know, so again, do the Zarkwood actually give aquaplastics? Or do they just give access to the tech? Because if they give aquaplastics, I should do the mission. If they don't, I'm going to leave, and I will end the turn anyway, since we have to do that right now. Yes, you can cut these up for aquaplastics? Okay. Well. Here we go. Where are... They're not looking at you. Dear lord. Also one electronic, yeah. Man, I hate these things. And we don't have... We blew up our... No, we have one more gas cannon. You are going to become a gas cannon user. I hate it. I mean, do I even smoke? Okay, so each of these gives 4 aquaplastics. Somehow I have to shuffle these guys around to get the cannons out again. Alright, you're stepping outside. You're stepping over to here. You're stepping this way, here. Here. You get to move outside. Okay, and we probably want you two over here so that the drone has the option to not die. You're out of time units, you aren't... Okay, hold on, drone. Drone's not out of time units. You move to here, you can just run outside. You see 2 of them. You see those 2. Do you see this guy? No. Okay, so if I aim like this, it forces you to fire really high. Okay. Zarkwids don't seem to have armor? That can't be true. Because we were trying to shoot them with a bunch of different things, so unless they just take 0% damage from things, which is possible. Okay, so they ran away. We're in better shape now. Okay, drone, what do we see outside? Apparently nothing. There's 1. I mean 2, but 1. There are a lot of Zarkwood, okay. Can you go down here? I kind of need you to. I'd wondered if that was going to happen. I needed it to go down to here and drop its smoke. Because I'd like you guys to all stand outside and fire aim shots across the world. Let's see. They do have some resistances, but you have no idea what the order is. Yeah, Reaver's files were nice because all of the resistances have a comment for what it is specifically. I don't know what the order is for this game. Well, okay, hold on. If it helps at all, the order for the exos... actually... Yeah, this is everything. If you wanted to look at the order for the exosuit, I imagine this is the same order it is in file. Though if anything's omitted from the exosuit, then there will be weird gaps. You could but you could compare these numbers of the exosuit against what its resistances are if you wanted. Yeah. So you can take like a screenshot of this or something. Now, in the meantime... Oh yeah, you guys need to drop a smoke. Can you fire... Yes. No. That is not something I trust. You're going to here. You're firing a snapshot. Right there. It lived. Not good. You get to drop yourself a smoke too. And fire a snapshot over to, probably here. No viable trajectory, please. That's what I like to see. Okay. Okay. We will... You probably don't need your smoke on the ground, actually. You can go ahead and put that on your belt. Do we have somebody here who can just throw one of these up onto the roof? Thank you. Uh-oh. We might need more smoke. Okay. Let's see. I don't really think I want you guys shooting at the craft right now. Here, fire at the back of it. So you have to aim. Hell yeah. Don't know what you killed, but I'm glad it's dead. That, on the other hand, was just a flat miss. Okay, just fly up another tile. Apparently you don't see anything. What do you mean not enough timiness to go down? This is going to be a problem. I guess not. Somebody else is going to need to throw a smoke for the drone. We should open the door last here. Can you get that to there? That's close enough. You'll be fine. That must be the drone watching this thing. There's no way you guys see it. Yeah, okay. Alright. That was a miss. It's a miss. Nothing like erasing the corpses. We got him. Okay. The drone can probably fly over to here. Up one, down one. Don't see anything. Okay. Up like 2. Buzz around a little bit. I still don't see anything. We might have thrown enough smoke finally. You are the guy who didn't naturally have the gas cannon on this mission. Your files are probably too much of a mess to find all this. Or at least what you're looking for. It's funny. I mean, I'd probably be in a similar situation if I really wanted to, but... yeah. We probably don't need to overextend. Just back up. Also, are any of you... low stat? No, not really. You're the guy who hits shots, yeah. You guys are all fairly good. Okay, well, the drone is going to continue to be our front line here. Go ahead and back up. There's one. And you missed. And you killed it. Okay. You guys are gonna get all the action, aren't you? Oh, shooting the corpses on the ground. Thank you. Okay, there's like one of them here somewhere. Okay, we found our one. Can we fire far enough to... Oh, it's on the ground. Well, you hit it and the corpse is gone now. But at least we'll have a new one. Okay. We lost a drone. It's acceptable. Let's see. Yeah, okay. 7 corpses. That's pretty good. Let's see. Since Lucinoids have 25 under armor, they're tankier. But these Archwids were hitting them from underneath where they have less armor. That's interesting. If the explosion's just on the same tile as them, I assume it selects under armor. Because we're firing and hitting them from the top. If it does take that into account. Yeah, and they are susceptible to explosives. I believe that is why we're killing them. Or at least another factor. Okay, and the drone, it's fine. That's what I thought. Slowly running out of high explosive ammo for these things. Now, I'm going to let the time tick, but that is going to be the last mission for the month. We made it through like 4 whole days, I think. Gauss technology, that's good. That's funny. Okay. Almost unlimited underwater range. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we can make a Gauss pistol now. Oh yeah, we should also queue the Sorcerer. Well, we can't make, we can research the Gauss pistol. Does the ultimate threat... It affects game progress. Let's see. Zarbite bolts. Hold on. Probably need to manufacture them. Yeah, the Gauss snipers. I did see that the Gauss sniper was here. Pistol is going to take remarkably... That's really good. Pistol clip. It requires money. That's acceptable. Okay. Well, we will see... It's likely we get another mission, but at the same time, if we just spend the next... What, 14 days waiting? I can't really complain. Good. Allocate research. I would like a pistol or 3. Actually, just give me Gauss items. Q that. Clip takes no time. The rifles where it really gets expensive. You only get 2 rifles. We'll see how that looks. And I would like to make some Gauss pistols. We are slowly working on gas cannons still. Requires 1 of our 13 magnetic navigation. I'm going to make 3. Pistol's pretty good. Yeah, I didn't even... Hold on. I probably need to research the ammo before it gives me anything. Just let the next day pass. Good. Here we go. So 55 Gauss beam. That's pretty good. What it depends on is the pistol itself. We have an auto-fire, which is great. And then we have snap aim. Info, do we even have range? Hold on, how's this compare? Maximum range. There is no maximum range. Okay, that's a massive improvement. Unless things have massive Gauss resistance, but I imagine a lot of the early aliens shouldn't. I would hope anyway. But yeah, Gauss pistol. This might be our primary weapon alongside stun jet harpoons. Yeah, there is accuracy fall off, but you're not limited to how far you can fire, so somebody with, 110 accuracy should be able to fire pretty far. Okay. Research-wise, I think it's only acceptable that we go through and look at the other weapons too. And ammo, about 1,000, 20 hours per unit, that's not bad at all. We're making 12 pistols. I probably need 60 ammo if I do make widespread use of this pistol. The accuracy is horrid, though, is it? Compared to... hold on. Craft and weapons. Is this where we find Gauss? No, I just clicked craft weapons, didn't I? General equipment? 30, 40, 70. I can't just click right arrow and find what I want. Hold on, no, I wanted... that's melee. Hold on. We haven't made any thermal tasers yet. We're gonna need to make some thermal tasers. Unless I didn't put them on the craft. That's something... okay, hold on. Jet harpoon. 40, 60, 90. So it's a bit worse. But at the same time, it's a pistol, so I can't really complain. 2 to 4 sniper rifles will make things smooth too. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you wish the TWoTS early game wasn't as daunting. It's not too bad. Especially if you don't play on Superhuman. But otherwise, yeah, I can understand that. It's just a lot though. It's a mod. Adds a ton to the game. I guess we're just gonna let research tick up. Oh yes, that's what I wanted to do. Equipment. Okay, so there's no thermal taser unless I can't spell. Yeah, thermal tasers. We haven't even selected these. I'm gonna queue 30 of them and we'll just only make a handful. What does it cost per unit of this? 200. That's okay. Let's see. You're a perfectionist and you just hate losing your troops. As much as you meme about sending out 20 and bringing 2 back. Speaking of troops, actually, we probably need to recruit a few. 17. That's a bit much. I'd like 7. And that means I can go ahead and save the game. And run the Discord bot. Where am I going? Deployment logs, the bot is up. I didn't forget to do that this morning. You and number 9. Okay. Miggle, Sky, FFS, and Raven are the new ones. Everyone else has been deployed before. And we'll continue letting time go by here. I can minimize this. Production of gas cannon is done, that's good. We need some bolts. I'm hoping that this isn't all that long. It isn't. And after this, we're going to go very small, normal. I can get away with a very small if there's only one alien. I don't expect it to land, though. Of course. Okay, well, we're doing this mission. I said I wanted to keep streams short, but a very small is not enough to hold us back. At least time-wise, anyway. Equipment. We don't need more gas cannons. We're just deploying. Off we go. It's going to be a night mission, and we're going to use our 2 drones to scout out the alien. Yep. Here's your smoke. Off we go. Is this a tile set I haven't seen before, or is it these ships? That's new. It's a Naga with the thing. Do we have a gas can close enough to the entrance to just kind of meme this guy? Yes and no. Still a no. One of you guys are gonna get him. Oh, that's not mission. Okay. Why was there only one Gillman? You can't throw. Why am I having you throw? Go ahead and put that thing up there. Okay. Scans read nothing. This might be a problem, though. This is a hell of a tile set. Yeah, this is the plane. I see that now. The engines have still got fuel and will explode. Yeah, the very small ones have a range of 1 to 4. That makes sense. I kind of figured it'd be forced to be max on a Superhuman, but I guess not. Or... that or the... what was I thinking of? So Reavers had... it's not Superhuman, it's like... what's the option called? Can I view it from here? I don't think so. There's an option that forces... oh, it's Demigod. Demigod difficulty. It forces the max number of aliens to spawn. That was forced on in Reavers. I believe that might be forced off here in TWoTS. Okay. Unfortunately... what am I... yeah, I'm on the drone. Why aren't you going forwards? You spotted another guy in the same building. You managed to not explode. Okay, well, here we go again. I mean, that technically hit him. You are also here. Okay, hold on. 0. Yeah, I expected that. That's a good hit. And back inside you go. Okay. Drone's outside, second drone. The drone should be able to see pretty far in the dark. I would expect the Nagas can too, but we will get there. You still have your smoke. I kind of think people are going to need to start throwing flares out into the void. You're reasonably strong. How far can you throw this thing? Not as far as I'd like. That's better. That goes on forever. On a very small. Okay, we might hit 3 hours. Gilman might have been a server, this might have been an escort. You don't know. Yeah, that's... I mean, I don't either. Otherwise, there would have been one alien. You already had a flare. Please throw. Thank you. What do you see? Okay, the plane isn't actually terrible. Though it's funny that there were two Naga inside the, starting area here. Who has the ability to throw smoke? You do. Ah, come on. You do not have the ability to throw smoke. You and your 44 weight can throw smoke. There we go. Let's see. According to files, surveys have 1, escorts have 2 to 4. Not sure about their size, though. I would guess they're very small. And if it accounts for the highest difficulty, the highest difficulty probably affects the weights of whether or not it's towards the lower or higher end of that range, but... I mean, yeah, it is probably... Well, it could just be foreign. Dunno. I don't know. There's also... You could check the UFOpedia website. That has stats on the vanilla Terror from the Deep stuff. And that'll tell you what difficulty everything's on. I don't really want to have you guys stand outside just yet. You can go ahead and follow. We probably need a smoke. We'll get to that later. I was going to say, we probably need a smoke way out here. Are you the guy who already had a flare? Yes, okay. You know what, just run to... Maybe not run. Step over here, drop yourself a smoke. You can keep following the drone, which is above your head. Oh, you already have one of these. Can you throw? No. Okay, gas cannons are going to need to head outside. You will prepare, you will move forwards. Drone... We still don't see anything. Where's the sub? I like how it just shifts left and right. Oh man, okay. Can we throw a smoke here? We probably can. If you have to wait for a gas cannon, you can throw this far. Bert, you're the gas cannon guy. You should be able to throw accurately. Still don't learn to think about shooting the gas cannon, but he can throw real well. Okay, this should... Yeah, okay. We have found an alien. Go ahead and get in line of sight. You're out of range, You're not. And you hit it first try. Cool. Mission's not going to take 30 minutes. We got one. Or I guess all 3. Good for you guys. Loot. Good. I mean, this is... The ion beam accelerators are currently just items for us, so I can't complain. Small, normal, large, airborne. What are you doing? Small touchdown. Okay, nope, we just gotta save here. We have to do that mission. So, that's gonna be stream. Yeah, no, I mean, we'll have Gauss weapons by the next episode, hopefully. I don't know how long they take to manufacture. That will be my next priority once we have ammo for the gas cannon. But, until then, also, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, until then, thank you for watching. Realistically, I'll be on next weekend similar time. Might be a little bit earlier, but... Well, no, I probably will be on earlier next weekend, actually. Because it is... Yeah, I might be on, like, 2 hours earlier next week. We'll see. And you can just watch for Discord ping, so it's not a huge deal. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and maybe I'll see you next week.